What's going on, guys? So I just wanted to make a quick video about a term that I don't want to say I just learned about, but it's definitely only been over the past few months. It just like, I got some feels about it, right? Like it makes me feel some type of way I hear it. And the term is being a sweat, bro. So like if you're like me and you're an old man and you didn't know what the term sweating was, and it's been something that, especially in gaming, right? Like I'm pretty sure you can be like a sweat in anything, but specifically in gaming, it's basically like a try hard, right? Like somebody that's like really competitive, like they're learning all like the strategies, the tactics, and they're trying to get good, and they just have like a really competitive like spirit, and just like they're going in trying to win the game basically, right? And it kills me because like it's a humongous insult, especially in like some of like the newer school like shooters and other stuff, where you're like, bro, look at this sweat lord over here. You got Sweats McGee over there just sitting behind his controller. The pits are all my man's dripping with sweat. It's wild, bro. It's wild. So just a couple of things with it, right? Where like, one, I want to get off right off the bat that it's freaking hilarious. It cracks me up. Hold on, let me adjust this camera really quick, guys. One, I just want to say that it is freaking hilarious. Like, it cracks me up every single time I hear it. I got nothing. As far as like the quality of the insult goes, it's pretty good, man. It's funny. Like telling somebody they're sweaty because they're whooping your ass, like that cracks me up. Like I gotta give it to the new generation for that one, man. Like it's pretty solid. But I want to talk about the fact of how it's kind of a weird insult, right? Because like, especially like a discussion's come up recently in the fighting game community specifically. And like we've been talking a little bit about, oh, look at me, I'm sweating over here, man. I'm spitting all over the camera. So like there's been a discussion about, all right, sorry guys, I'm back. I had a little bit of error here. I'm dropping this freaking camera. I can't put it on my tripod like I'm trying to because the placement's all messed up. So I'm trying to hold it up and do this the old school way. So you got to forgive me. But there's been basically a discussion that's come up in the fighting game community around like skill-based matchmaking and stuff, right? And about how like it's good to be matched up against players of equal skill, because that's how you get better. Like that's how you learn. Like that's how you improve. And if you're over here just curb stomping like people that are worse than you all the time, then like what does that do, right? Like it gives you an ego boost, but like it makes the game like not nearly as fun for everybody else. And all it does is really like make you like you're giving yourself a little hand job over there, you know, like you're making yourself feel good, but it's not like it doesn't do anything for you, right? But you have a group of people that are on the other side, and this kind of surprised me, right? That you have a lot of people on the side of like, it's like, bro, I'm not trying to go into these games to sweat, okay? Like I'm playing it for fun. And and like, look, man, like I understand that like not everybody is trying to be like a top level competitor in a game. I completely understand that. Like I'm a weekend warrior myself. Like you guys see the freaking like booster seat back here. I'm full on dad mode, man. Like I can't be out here playing these games full time and stuff either. But that doesn't make the drive to improve or the willingness to implement like efficient strategies a bad thing, right? Like it's so weird, man. And I think that this speaks to, like, not to get all philosophical about it, right? Because again, going back to the insult's hilarious. Like it's a top tier insult. It makes me laugh, but I think it's just weird because to me, it kind of goes back to a philosophy that we have just in just modern day culture right now about it being a bad thing to give a shit. You know, like it's a bad thing to actually try to like improve or to put in effort into something. Like it's so weird how today, man, that like investing yourself into something or putting in like a genuine and sincere effort to be better at something, or to like to boost yourself and to actually show somebody that you're trying, is like this weird sort of like bad or like embarrassing kind of thing. It's so weird to me, man. Like it's a really funky thing to me that this is now anybody that puts in effort into something, or somebody that actually tries and give a damn, is like there's something wrong with them, or that's something to like chastise or laugh at and stuff. That's a weird thing, because how else do you improve? You know, like, how do you get better? Like, it's one of those things where, like, if you have that sort of mindset, you're going to be a scrub your whole life. Like, you're always going to be making up excuses as to like, well, the only reason I lost is because everybody else here is a try hard and they're actually going into training mode and trying to get better. Yeah. Like, like, of course they're going to be better than you. They're putting in the work. Like, they're trying. Like, isn't it a good thing to be sweaty, bro? Like, it's like, ultimately, right? Like, ultimately, in the grand scheme, like, we should all try to be like a little sweaty. You know what I'm saying? Like, we should all try to have a little bit of sweat in us, because if we don't, then like, we're all just walking around a bunch of mediocre ass scrubs with nothing to show for it and no talent, like no potential, no higher level to the game. I just don't get it, man. Like, it's such a weird thing to me that like, this is like the hill we're choosing to die on when it comes to like, look at this asshole. He's really trying to get better at this shit. Unbelievable. Am I right? So like, not to take it too far, because I know it is not like this philosophical thing for everybody, you know, like, some people are really just using this as like a hilarious way to just like shoot the shit with their friends, and just like, it's funny, you know, like, ultimately the insult's hilarious. Like, it's a good one. But from the discussions that I've seen, man, going back to the fighting game community stuff, you really do have people that are like sincere about like, you shouldn't want to get better, or like, you shouldn't try to get improve at the game, or that people that want to get to that level, like, there's something embarrassing or wrong with it. And that's just such a scrubby and small-minded mindset to have, you know, like, just because you might not invest the time and the effort into it doesn't mean that someone else isn't going to, and it doesn't mean that their choice to do that is dumb or messed up either, right? Like, that's the price you pay, man. Like, if you don't invest as much time into this thing as someone else does, then they're gonna be better than you. Like, that's fine. Like, and that's perfectly okay, man. And with skill-based matchmaking too, like, if you lose, then you just go down into a pool with worse players, and then you're playing people that you can win against, you know? Like, I don't understand how, like, it's a bad thing whatsoever. So I just kind of wanted to say something about it, because it's just been something that popped up and it made me laugh. So in conclusion, sweaty is a top tier insult. It's hilarious, but it's okay to sweat, man. Like, LeBron James is sweat lord, right? Like, Olympic gold medalists, like, they're sweat lords. Like, anybody that is successful is going to be like just a grade A sweat lord, man. Like, it just kind of comes with the territory. Like, you don't get to the top level in anything without being a sweat, man. Like, it's just, you kind of got to do it. So with that being said, I'm going to get out of here. This kills me, man. I feel like a border collie with this thing on, but it is what it is. Getting back to work. Appreciate you guys, and I'll talk to you in the next video, man. Keep sweating out here.